Okay, so now let's talk about what are some of the reliable websites you can use to get more information. So let me share with you the sites that I know. So right now I'm at American Cancer Society, cancer.org, and this is a great site as a first stop, and a great site for getting all the comprehensive information. So for example, I'm on the breast cancer page, and here if we scroll down, as you can see, it has everything from the starting point about learning more about your cancer and cancer stages to prevention and detection, what are the various non-cancerous breast conditions and tests. Then it talks about the different treatments for breast cancer, exercises after breast cancer, talks about the various research, how you can get involved, and the wonderful cancer support communities that are there, and news. So this is a comprehensive website about all the information you can read about for your cancer. Also, it has options for staying healthy, finding support, exploring research, getting involved. So this is a great one-stop shop for learning more about your cancer. Okay. The other site that I really like is Mayo Clinic. So I searched breast cancer on Mayo Clinic, and the reason I really like this site is because it contains official information, but it's very easy to navigate and easy to understand. Especially this is good if you're going to go see your doctor and you want to understand more in terms of what to expect in the visit, what to prepare, and just little pieces of information like what are the signs and symptoms, and then preparing for your appointment. So what you can do to prepare and questions you can ask. So it's an easy site to navigate and learn more. Another one is cancer.net. So cancer.net, this site, as it says, it's oncologist approved cancer information from American Society of Clinical Oncology. So basically all the information that's on this site has been reviewed by oncologists and cancer specialists, so it's reliable information. So let's say we search for breast cancer here, so we can get overview about the various types of cancer, and then it has a lot of information, like if you look at navigating cancer care, talks about how it's treated, side effects, financial considerations. There is coping and emotions, and then they have survivorship. So if you're looking for official information, this is a great site. Now, in terms of the chemotherapy and the chemotherapy regimen, I really like chemocare.com. This site has information about the various chemotherapies. It also has information about the side effect management too. It's quite accurate, and I like the part about how it explains how the medication works and how you take care of yourself. So let's look at an example. Say let's search for Taxol. So Taxol has come up, so we can look at Taxol. Here, Taxol chemotherapy drugs. So let's see what is useful information for us. So Taxol, anti-cancer, what type of cancers it's used for. So it's used for breast, ovarian, lung, bladder, prostate, melanoma. How it's given. So usually it's given as an infusion into the vein, so an IV. It's an irritant. What are the side effects? So here it lists the main side effects. So low blood count, hair loss, body ache, which is the arthalgia and myalgia, neuropathy, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and then it talks about the less common side effects. When do you want to call your doctor? So these are your adverse effects. It's good to note. And then precautions. So these are like which medications that it might possibly interact with and what you need to know. And then I really like this section. It has a nice section on self-care tips related to Taxol, monitoring and testing, and how Taxol works. Okay, so quite a comprehensive website. Some of the information might be too much, but it does include a little bit of everything. And it's a great handout. So it's a good site to learn more about your actual chemotherapy drug. Now, in terms of your symptom management, let's go back here. So, for example, if you want to learn about neuropathy, so it can tell you more about the side effect management too. So for example, numbness and tingling, what does peripheral neuropathy mean, and what are the symptoms, what parts of the body it affects, what you can do about it, other tips. So this is quite a comprehensive website to learn more about your chemotherapy and symptom management. The other site that's good for symptom management is National Cancer Institute, NCI. So this has information about managing all the different side effects, so everything from physical effects to emotional effects. So for example, let's look at neuropathy here, so nerve changes. So here we go. So it talks about when it's adverse effects, when you need to call your doctor, and then what you can do to prevent falls, what kind of questions, and they also have a free chat online. So if you want to call them up, if you have questions, you can chat or call them to learn more and have your questions addressed. So another great website. Now, if you are taking some over-the-counter medications or some prescription medications and you're concerned about possible interaction, Medscape has a site for drug interaction. So for example, let's check here cisplatin and say aspirin. It says no interaction found. Okay, so now let's try cisplatin and paclitaxel. It says no interaction. So this is a good site to check if there is any herb-drug interaction. The other thing, let's try here, say St. John's wort. Okay, so it can tell you that there are 2 interactions found. You can use this site to learn more if you're taking any herb supplements, any over-the-counter medications. This doesn't require any registration or login, as you can see. The Natural Medicine Comprehensive Database, so that is Natural Database website. This is the most comprehensive. So if you're doing any complementary and integrative medicine therapies, or you're taking any herbs and supplements, this is a good site to look at. But I think you need to log in for this. So let's try here, say paclitaxel. So it tells you what are the products that it can interact with. But like I said, you need a login for it. So it's worth creating the login and seeing what are the interactions. So this is one of the best sites for it. Sorry, I haven't created a login. Now, if you're interested in clinical trials and you want to see if there is a clinical trial for your cancer and in your area, then clinicaltrials.gov lists most of the publicly and privately supported clinical trials. So for example, let's search for, say, breast cancer survivor. Okay. So as we can see, it shows complete and not recruited. So let's look at open studies. So open studies are the one where they are ongoing and a lot of times they're recruiting. So it shows a lot of them that are still recruiting, but they can be all over the world. So let's look at which ones are in our area. So I live in United States, so I'll click on that. Live in California. So this is a list of clinical trials that are in California. And then if I want, I can click on each one to learn more about it. So for example, let's say some integrative approaches to cancer survivorship. So here is the study and it's taking place at UCSF. Alright. So this is a great site if you want to look at clinical trials. Have fun. Good luck.